Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this video, I'll be sharing with you some tips and tricks that can help you with your preparation for your pre-CAS interviews. In this video, we will be focusing on the questions that you might encounter in your pre-CAS interview if you have been offered a conditional offer from the University of West London for a master's degree. As soon as you have made a deposit towards the university, they will schedule your pre-CAS interview. The interview will happen over Skype and the interviewer will ask you to show a 360-degree view of the room from where you will be attending your interview. This is simply to ensure that you don't have anybody to help you during the interview process and to ensure that you are doing it all by yourself. Make sure that you are in a quiet room where there are no other disturbances. When you are sitting down for the interview, please do make sure that you have your passport with you and also your applicant ID. Please don't keep any notes or anything of that sort from where you would refer and then answer the interviewer. Make sure that you're very well prepared and do not have any idea of referring to any notes during interview because the interviewer will be monitoring you very well, and in case he figures out that you're referring to any notes during the interview, that might give a wrong signal. Now let's jump right into the questions that you will be asked during this interview. So the first question will be to introduce yourself, during which you have to mention your name, where you are currently staying at, what is your current job, and also what degree you are going to pursue at the University of West London and at which specific campus. I'll give you a sample answer. My name is XYZ. My applicant ID is 123456 and my passport number is MA34567. I'm currently at my hometown in so and so place, or I'm currently in this place where I'm working for so and so company and my designation is so and my roles and responsibilities include, and also previously I was working for so and so company. This is in case you have any work experience, and if you have a gap of 2 or 3 years, then you can mention all the things that you are doing between the year that you graduated and to the present day. In case you have any gap after your bachelor's degree, you have to specifically mention the reasons as to why you didn't immediately choose to do your master's. It could be financial reasons, it could be family reasons, or be it whatever, or maybe you can say it's a newfound passion of mine where I have firmly decided to transition into business related career. Something of that sort. It's all up to you. I will now give you a sample answer for gap explanation. For instance, you have completed your degree in the year 2017 or 18. You can say, I completed my bachelor's of so and so degree in the year 2018, after which I got married, or after which I started working for so and so company. And now that I have worked in the company for 4 years, I have decided that I need to transition into managerial roles, because of which I have decided to do this course. This will definitely boost my chances and accelerate my transition into managerial roles from my current role of so and so. Say for instance, you're a programmer, you can say, this will accelerate my transition into managerial roles and will definitely help with a smooth transition into a project manager role from my current role of a programmer. So they might ask you a couple of questions, from what you have described, in case they feel that you're bluffing. But that's okay. You can always come up with your own genuine answer as long as you're a genuine applicant. And also, maybe you can say, if you have completed your course in the year 2019, you can very well say that in the year 2020, there was this whole pandemic situation and most of the classes were conducted online. But I did want a real in-person university experience, which is why I waited this long to ensure that I'll be attending classes directly rather than through online mediums. For those of you who is having a gap of around 2 to 3 years, or somebody who's having a gap of over 5 years, you can say, I started working for so and so company in the year 2017, and after that I have decided to move into manager roles. Now if I wait in the same company, I might be able to become a manager in another 4 to 5 years, but if I do this course, it will definitely help me to accelerate my transition into so and so manager position. That will really help you to explain it well. But in case you have completed your course in the year 2017 2018 or 19 or 2020. You can say that you were looking to join the course immediately after completing your bachelor's degree, but then, or that you were waiting to have an year's experience before getting into master's degree, but unfortunately the pandemic situation happened and all the classes were conducted online. But then you were really looking towards having an in-person university experience, which wouldn't be possible if you hadn't waited for the pandemic situation to settle down. Next question is definitely the name of the course, the level of the course, and the duration of the course. You must be very specific with the name of the course. Do not leave any words out. And when it comes to the level of the course, it's usually level 7 if it is a master's course. And then, but then again, check on the specific page and you will get to know what is the level of your course. The next one will be the duration of the course, and you have to answer very specifically for this question also. Some courses are of the duration of 12 months, some are 14 months. So you have to be careful and you have to specifically look into the page on which your course is mentioned. You have to look through the course details on the university website itself, and then mention clearly the duration of the course is 1 year or 1 year 3 months. When does the course start? It usually starts on this year. It's going to start on September 19, 2022. But if your course is starting at a later date or at an earlier date, be sure to mention that correctly. Now, why have you chosen this course? Okay, now since most of the students would have taken some kind of business related or management related role, I'll give a sample answer based on that. I can easily explain if I take the example of an IT project manager. Say your course is project management, MSc in project management or MBA in project management. So the first point would be, currently I have completed my degree, or currently I am working for a so and so firm as a programmer or an analyst or whatever it is. Once you have explained that, say something about why you want to do this course. I would really like to become a project management in the near future, for which I need to earn the required skills. And project management roles require the experience and expertise. Now that I have worked in the IT field for so and so years, I believe that I have the necessary skills to understand the intricacies of IT activities. And with the required training, I'll be able to quickly assume managerial roles. That's all. That's all. You don't have to explain so much, but you have to explain this much, all right. And also say, this is a job that's very diverse. I will have lots of responsibilities. The job itself pays pretty generously in India. And now they might ask you to tell about the salary that you would be expecting once you complete this course and once you get that specific role. So you must be ready with your answer. So now you have to look through sites like Naukri or Monster.com or Glassdoor, where you can see the salaries that are currently being earned by the project managers, or for whatever role you're aspiring to get. The major thing that you have to be really sure that you learn in particular is the modules of your particular course. So name all of these modules, name the core modules and the optional modules and everything, okay? And also learn a brief description about each and every one of these modules. For this, you can go to the university website and click on the course that you have opted for, and then look through the modules of these courses, and also choose to, take notes. One sentence is enough, all right, 1 or 2 sentences max. You can choose to describe about each and every one of these modules. And this question will definitely be asked. I think this will be one of the first questions they will ask you after your introduction and gap explanation, if any. What will this course give you that your previous degree or your previous experience has not given you? That will be another question that will be asked in this interview. So you can say that in my current job, I do understand how IT projects are done and how IT projects are performed. I also understand the responsibilities of a project manager, but I don't have any hands-on experience of being a project manager. But with this particular career-oriented post-graduation degree, I'm certain that I'll be able to understand in a better way the various aspects of project management. That will definitely help me to lead a successful career in the future. Then he will ask you whether other similar courses were considered. You must say no, because you must be very specific about your needs and wants. Alright, so if you say you have considered some other course, that means you are not really determined about the career path you want to choose. That may not reflect well on you. So it's better to always say that no, you were really particular about choosing this particular course because this is the exact course that will really help you to build your career and will help you accelerate your career growth. So you can say there are a couple of universities in India that offers master's degrees in project management or construction management or supply chain management, whatever postgraduate degree you have opted for. But I have decided to do this at the University of West London because this is a career-oriented course. In most of the universities in India, theoretical aspects of a concepts are really explained. However, I wanted to have a career-oriented training, which is why I have decided to do this course at the University of West London. Also, I always wanted to do and gain some experience of learning from a university that is located overseas. So I thought, using this opportunity to do this course at the University of West London would be a good fit in my case. Now, they will definitely ask you, did you consider other countries to do your postgraduate degree? You should say yes, and you should say that you have compared universities in the UK, the USA, Canada and Australia, and you have compared the cost of the course and the cost of living, and you have decided that doing this course in UK would be the best option for you personally. And that's because the fees in UK is more affordable than all other countries mentioned, and the duration of course is only 1 year. And that's something that is very appealing to me because I would like to complete my course very quickly and return back to my home country and start my career as soon as possible. And teaching standards in UK are top notch. When I successfully complete this degree from UK, it will add a lot of value to my resume. University of West London is a part of Central London, and London is a business hub. I may even have the opportunity to, widen my professional network, and I may even get a chance to apply for internships there. So have you considered any other universities? I would say you have to honestly answer it because in most of the cases, of course, you would have considered other universities like University of Hertfordshire, Middlesex University, University of East London, and Kingston University. These are some of the universities you would have definitely considered too. But when you say about these universities, you have to name the courses and you have to know the ranking of these universities, and you have to have a justifiable explanation as to why you have chosen University of West London over all these universities. I'd say that if you mention universities like Middlesex University or University of East London, as per the Times Higher Education ranking, these universities rank above that other universities that I have mentioned earlier ranked above University of West London. So it's not a good idea to mention these universities. However, if you have a specific course in your universities and the modules are way too better than the modules that are present in the other universities, you can definitely mention that. So now the next part is you have to mention whether the university that you have applied to is located in Ealing, Reading or Brentford. And the next thing is you have to mention the ranking of this university. You can definitely choose to mention the ranking by the Guardian University Guide 2022. According to that, this university is at the 35th position. So you can say the ranking of this university is 35th as per the Guardian University Guide of 2022. The university has received Silver Award for its high standard of teaching by Teaching Excellence Framework, and the assessment methods include exams, coursework, presentations and group works, and finally dissertation. This university is ranked the top in teaching quality by the Times and the Sunday Times Good University Guide of 2018. Now you can also mention about the travel time, and you can mention that you wanted to stay within Central London, and which is why you have chosen a university within London. And you can easily say that you wanted to stay within Central London, you are planning to stay in the university provided accommodation or in areas like South Harrow, Ealing, Reading, which is at a distance of around 30 minutes from the university if I choose to travel by train or by bus. Now finally, they will ask you about the cost of your course. You have to mention your tuition fee, your living expenses and your accommodation. That includes your accommodation and travel expenses and food expenses and all those miscellaneous expenses. You have to be very particular about the fees. Alright, if it is 14,750, then you have to mention specifically. Do not say it's 15,000 pounds. You have to say 14,750, the way it is mentioned on the conditional letter that you received. Now, the final question will be how you will fund your studies. It might be a loan, it could be your personal savings, or savings by your partner, or savings in your parents' account. You have to maybe mention your source of funds. See, for instance, if you are working or if your parents are working, you have to maybe mention it. Most of the people are not asked to mention the source of funds, but yes, sometimes they do ask you to mention the source of fund, and you have to be ready with it. They will ask you if the fund has already matured, or if you are in the process of getting the funds matured. They will ask you all these questions. Be ready to answer all of these questions. All right. As soon as they are done with this question, I think that's it. They will tell you your interview is completed. I will send across an email to you with the results. That's all. Okay, so these are some of the questions that will be asked for your pre-CAS interview. I wish you all the best. If you have any doubts, I'll be very happy to respond to each and every one of you. And also, if you think that any of the information that I have provided in this particular video is wrong, then please do leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll make sure that I rectify all the mistakes that I have made in this particular video in the upcoming video. Thank you so much for watching this video. All the best for your pre-CAS interviews. Do well and take care. Bye-bye.